So obviously I want a bike, but what is it? It's Divvy! Divvy's back! And Divvy's feeling great because Divvy's got new tyres and a new chain and all sorts. So as you can probably guess, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know where Derek is. This morning, Biker Dave very, very kindly and his Wonder Van vanned me and Derek up to Hazelmere. We actually ended up vanning this back because it was like, solid, why not? So yeah, what's happening with Derek? Now, the reason I want to do this as an update, I wasn't going to really make a video, I thought everyone understood what was going on, but I am being bombarded with messages. And it's a little bit depressing because I'm trying not to think about what's gone wrong with Derek over Christmas and just ruin my Christmas, because at the moment I don't know what's gone wrong. They've got the bike now, and we're going to find out after Christmas as to what's going on. That's Hazelmere Motorcycles. They are being awesome. They're not doing it for free, but they are going to help keep the costs as low as they possibly can. But at the moment, it's just finding out what's wrong. Is it going to be something quick and easy, or is it going to be something super expensive and basically end Derek's life? Because if the engine is screwed economically, the bike's pretty much dead. Trying to find a decent DRZ engine that doesn't need a load of work, I'm just going to probably end up having an unreliable bike again. So I'm just hoping that it's something more simple, and it's, you know, it's certainly not going to be good, whatever it is, but hopefully it won't be catastrophic. So that's the situation. I don't know what's going on with Derek. I don't actually know what's wrong with him, and I won't do until after Christmas. And when I do know, trust me, I'm going to tell everyone. Ignorance is bliss. I don't worry about stuff until I know what the full details are. There's no point. So, oh, these new tyres are a little bit sliding, especially on the rear. So although I'm stressed about it, I'm at a more sedate level. So that's what's going on. Right, there's something else I need to talk about. Okay, so there's been a lot of people saying, hey, can we chuck you a few quid to help you out with it? Now, you know, for 5 years I have been against that. I've always said I don't believe in donations. I've never had a problem with them, I just never felt happy about them. Well, I may on this occasion accept help, but I'm going to say this much. I don't want you to send me money. But if it's something that you want to do, then okay. Don't go stupid, trust me. I mean, if a few of you chipped in a few quid, it will certainly make things easier. But as I've said, I don't really want people to necessarily do that. But this has kind of been brought to a head by the fact that now people know I work for Loomies, because someone sent an envelope there, which I've yet to collect because I haven't been able to get down there because I haven't got my bike. But I happen to know that someone has sent an amount of cash. Sorry, I'll tell you, someone has sent 100 quid in cash in the post. And it's unbelievably generous and unbelievably unnecessary. I've never asked anyone to do that, but this is the thing. People are like, they're ignoring my wishes now and going, no, fuck it, you're taking it. And I just don't want someone to send money through the post and it get lost. I mean, Christ, if you're gonna be out of pocket, well, at least let it do the thing you intend it to do. So I'm going to give my PayPal out. Now, as I say, I don't like the idea of donations. Don't think by donating I somehow owe you something, or that I'm indebted, or I should be. I don't want any of that backlash that people get, because I'm not asking for money. Okay, and that's the thing that everyone has said. It said, look, you're not asking for money, people are offering, and there's a difference there. And it's like, yeah, okay, I do get that. I do understand where you're coming from there. Now, I would rather know what was actually wrong with Derek before doing this, obviously, because it might be something more simple, or it might be something catastrophic. I don't actually know, but I'm putting this out there now because I just don't want people sending cash in the post to my work. I mean, they are savvy people, okay, they do understand about the YouTube stuff, but they still don't, they know me as an employee mostly. So they were very confused, and that's why this letter got opened, and then they contacted me and were like, I can only assume this is for you. I know I'm going to get so much hate, but for years people have just, every time something's come up when there's been the crash or any of that, people have always been like, can we help you, can we help you? And I've always been like, no. And people actually get annoyed, they're like, well, you fucking just take it. And without help, it is going to be a hard thing to cover. I mean, I'll do it, whatever. I've got to. I need a bike. It's not an option to not have one. Whether it's Derek or not is another thing. This is the question. I mean, if it turns out that it's not economically viable to fix him and it's better off to just sell the frame and the engine as is and blah, 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 and put the money into something else, well, I may have to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to get rid of the SM in my life. But I've owned it less than 2 years. We had to replace the bore at 17,000 miles, and then 8,000 miles later, this has happened. Obviously, we don't know if that's related to the bore, or if it's the cam chain that's popped off, or it's this, that, or the other. I mean, plenty of people are trying to point the finger at me because I've recently done work on it. People have been like, sure, it's not something to do with the clutch. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously I've considered that, but I don't think so. I think I did that all right. And then people are like, well, you sure it wasn't when you adjusted the cam chain? It's like, well, I don't think so. And if you know how to adjust a cam chain and you listen to that video, you'll actually notice that you can hear the cam chain. You can hear me adjusting it up and down to find where it comes in and out, and then not going too far with it. It should be adjusted perfectly. I don't know what's wrong with it. I wish I did, but it's inside a metal box that I can't get into. Well, I can get into, but it was better to just leave it in the state that it was for them to sort it out. As I say, Hazeman Motorcycles are being awesome, because I rang them at the point I was broken down and I told them about what had happened, and they said, look, don't worry, we're going to try and help you sort this out. You know, they can't do it for free, they're a business, for Christ's sake, but they are helping where they can. Because I've seen a few people being like, you know, Hazeman should do that for free, and it's like, well, no, they shouldn't, really. They have no reason to. I help them, they help me, we have a good relationship, and you know, like this, they've said to me, have this bike until yours is sorted either way. So, awesome props to them for just being that helpful. I mean, I'm going to get people who are jealous at the fact that I'm getting help with my bike and their bike might be broken at the moment and they can't afford to fix it and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's true, but then do you run a successful YouTube channel? Have you been creating videos for 5 years? Have you made 830 something videos, you know, thousands of hours of work and all that, which has actually ended up costing me money? I'm not using that to justify what's going on now. I'm just saying, don't give me shit, okay? People are offering. Slidey. I think they put new tyres on, changed the chain, changed the oil, they've lubed this cable for the clutch because it's so much lighter than it used to be. This is actually feeling alright now. It's only been, what, 3 or 4 days, but man, it's so good to be back on a bike. I need it in my life. I have an addiction, okay? I need a bike. And yeah, I know I've got the Lex motor at the moment, but things like when I need to go up to work to Loomies, doing it on that is a mission. And when you just want to get somewhere and get work done, you know, not be like, sorry, I'm going to be really late because I'm having problems getting. It's nice to have something that I can actually get about on properly. Oh, I've got to go to Tesco. Shut up, it's Christmas, okay? I've got to go and get some Christmassy bits. So I've got to do my wrapping today. So that's what's going on. Don't know exactly what's going on at the moment. Please don't send cash in the post to Loomies. It's so risky, you're likely to lose it. And it'll never make it to me. So, there is my PayPal, okay? Please don't email that address. You can contact me many other ways. If you've seen my straight out of 2016 video, which is like the highlights of this year, I hope you enjoyed it, because it just goes to show what an amazing year it is, and what it's outstanding. And it's just so shit that, you know, at the beginning of the season things looked dodgy, and you know, Derek had to have the bore replaced and blah 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 blah. And then the year just, it went brilliantly, and then it ended like that, like a week before Christmas. It's just so shit. It's like, couldn't I just made it through 2016? I could have said was like an amazing, the best year ever. Like, even though it had some really bad points, it was one of the best years ever, and it is still, but it's just soured it. But then again, I'm thankful that the engine didn't lock up the day before on the A3. I could be dead now. It's quite possible. So, you know. Oh yeah, and people are saying, oh, why don't you just set a Patreon up? The reason I haven't set a Patreon up is because I don't necessarily want to continue it. I think that's it. I think I've covered everything now. I'm going to get on getting these bits. I'm going to wrap some presents, edit this video quickly, get that online. Yeah, and I'm going to forget about bikes and money and everything for a couple of days. Anyway, very, very happy Christmas and a happy New Year to you. I'll get a video up, you know, a couple of days after Christmas maybe. But we're all going to be very busy with friends and family and stuff, and let's try and enjoy it. I think my bike just blew up. I think it's seized. I caught it the second it just bloop, and I caught it on the clutch instantly, but yeah, that ain't turning over. It even blew my indicator up.